fucking K, bah. Let me do some real quick. This. Edits. Gaming. Where wins meets. English save. YouTube. My videos. Live. Not that. This. I gotta copy this and then I'm done. Edits. And paste. Testing. Testing. Okay, people can hear me, we're fine. Do this. Like, wait, can I see my Twitch chat yet? I cannot, bro. It's so cancer, bro. Dude, I hate that I had this shit fucking open up all the time still. Whatever. Stream Elements is free, so it's fine. So, he made like a video on like the player base declining. I want to see if his take is retarded or not, or like low IQ. We're gonna see. Dude, I keep pressing wrong keybinds. Because some guy made a video about the player base declining for words me. I'm actually curious to see what Blue Squadron has to say. And then I'm going to get 20k jadefish. I'll quit the game when I get tier 6 interways. I want tier 6 interways first. And obviously I want to try I'll try Hexy for like the first day or two when it comes out. And then I'll probably quit the game. I said I was gonna quit the game like fucking, well, I haven't even done that yet. Because I said I was gonna do it like whenever like video anniversary happened. It hasn't happened yet, but I do want tier 6 interways. I want to try the game with tier 6 interways, and I'll like step out with the game. Dude, I don't actually have to quit the game. I mean, the game, just log in whenever like something like drops, I guess, right? Yeah, but like the thing is, I already played like 1 hour a day max, absolute max, maybe like an hour and a half, right? Depending on how long I stream. It's like I really don't play the game anyways, but yeah. Dude, where the fuck is Clarendon at, man? Where's Clarendon at? I know Clarendon's going to listen to this. Is he here yet, bro? Okay, to be fair, like I stream at such random times. That dude's probably like not even like, he lives in the UK, I think. The bro is probably not even fucking online right now. And also, good morning, Cameron. How you doing, bro? All right, I'm gonna play the video right now, though. So this video is the decline of player. Okay, actually, I'm gonna put this in a text. Hold up. Hold up. Let me do this. There's that. Alright, so let's listen to this. Let's see what Blue Squadron thinks. I got that. Okay, this guy has not played the game like for a long, like over a month. I'm pretty sure this dude is not logging for over a month. And this dude, okay. I've not watched the video. This dude better say there's issues with the game, or like there's reasons why people are like leaving the game, and not make him excuses for the game because he wants to make money off the game. They don't care if you criticize the game. You just can't shit on like specific obvious shit, right? You can't like, yeah, like you can't say crazy shit. That's all. Like they definitely don't care if you criticize the game. I'm pretty sure. So he better not bullshit. This dude has not played the game in like a month plus, by the way. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so let's listen to this. I'm gonna turn up sound too, wait. And I'll do daily shit while I'm doing this.
Oh, we have a bit of a situation. We have
testing. Okay, wait, fuck, what does that sound like? Testing. Okay, so it's loud enough. Okay, I'm not gonna talk over it. I'll pause if I have to talk anyway. So.
This video, by the way, this is not good. Where we down at like, I don't know, 10-20% of its like peak player base. I have my opinions as to why the game is low right now. You gotta understand that even if it's at like 45k or 30k on Steam, it's also
All right, so why is Where Wins Me dying? I will say right now why it's dying. So I'm gonna do it via text on my fucking on my OBS. Wait, why is Where Wins Me dying right now? And why will it continue to die? So one, there's no. Wait, hold up. I need to make it smaller. Wait, this, that. There's no meaningful, repeatable. I'm gonna make it smaller in a second. Wait. Why is the game dying, by the way? Hold up. I have cancer right now. Give me a second here. There's no meaningful, repeatable PvE content. What does that mean? So basically what that means is that there's nothing to strive for in terms of like PvE. You're not doing competitive PvE content because it's dominated by Chinese players. It's dominated by cheaters. People are cheating on the leaderboards. There's no reason to min-max your gear in this game, which is also a whole other reason, but I'm gonna combine that with the PvE content, because that's part of the PvE content, right? You're fighting monsters to get PvE gear, or gear at all, right? Not just PvE, it's just gear overall. There's not PvE and PvP gear. And there's no reason to min-max your gear because you replace your gear way too fast in this game. You replace it absolutely way too fucking fast. So think about how many resources we get, guys, in terms of min-maxing our gear. So this new item, okay, fuck, this right here, you get like one of these a week, right? Dude, we only keep our gear for like 30 days maximum. It's been over 30 days for this gear, but this is an anomaly. This is not actually typically how it is. This is like the longest we'll ever have gear probably until like, I think China actually has level 100 gear for a bit, probably around this time too. But you don't have gear for that long in this game. So you replace it way too fucking fast to even be able to min-max it, or even to actually even care about min-maxing it. And then, so went over that there's cheaters. There's actually no competitive content due to that. Everyone that dominates the leaderboards in this game for PvE, they're all Chinese players. Now, let's go here right now. Let's go look at leaderboard. Don't be fooled. Do not be fooled by this. I promise you these are Chinese players. Or if they played on China. Okay, they're in Asia. So we already know right here, these people are in Asia. These are Chinese players. They just changed their name. And they do this in every game, so they don't get flamed, by the way. Chinese players never have a Chinese name typically. I'm surprised in this game they don't. So these are all Chinese players, guys. Look at the region. These are all Chinese players. Now, there might be a Western player. I think there's a West player. I've seen maybe one Western player in these teams. Is there a single Western player in this team? No. And then this team right here. These are actually what? These are EU people actually, which is that's very surprising. So I'm assuming what happened is that's Chinese player. So wait, that's the same fucking team. That's the same person. Wait, what? Wait, hold on a second here. How does this work? Wait, why is that the same person? Okay, bottom line is I'm right. So these are all Chinese players or people that are playing with Chinese players. Dominated the PvE leaderboard. It's like this too for the solo boss shit, the trials. The Comey guy, before he quit the game, made a video on this too, by the way. That's all dominated by Chinese players also. So like every single PvE content in this game is dominated by Chinese players. So we're also going to add that as a point too, visually. But the bosses are also very mundane, which means that they're boring. So the bosses are boring because Hold up. The bosses are boring because, like, dude, like, they're like the same. They're basically the recycled assets from the story bosses you already fight, which isn't necessarily always a bad. I think it's kind of boring, but it is what it is. I don't think that's like the biggest issue. It's just that like they're not hard, and also like there's no reason to keep doing the PvE content over and over again. It's like you're not doing it like multiplayer. I'm talking about multiplayer content specifically, but also like the single player like PvE content's also boring. Now that's actually just Giga recycled, right? Like the bro, I'm a multiplayer now. Hold up. Refresh. Go here real quick. But yeah, like this is just straight up recycled, but like that's fine because like these are campaign bosses. This is okay. But like also like the raid and like dungeon bosses, that's just recycled bullshit. I think they do have like new mechanics, but it's still like boring as shit because you just do it over and over and over and over and over and over again because now like they just get recycled over and over again. It's just boring as fuck. And there's no like I said, like you're not trying to min-max your gear. No one actually cares about min-maxing their gear. Maybe if you're average and you're going for a rank 1 you are, but like you replace gear so fast it literally does not matter. And then number 3, what's another issue with the game? PvP is too ping based. So this is an issue because now people are starting to realize, guys, you can now actually see how bad your ping really is now. People, like, so you would check your task manager and you see your latency. I don't know how accurate that is, by the way. Actually, I don't know how accurate that is. To be honest. I don't know how accurate that really is. I'm pretty sure it's like close to accurate, but like still, you can like people like didn't know how to do that. This one's easy, like easy as fuck to do. I don't know. This one's easier. You do it in game. Like so, basically, what you do is you get a pair of twin blades, like from the shop. A pair of green just twin blades or any twin blades. It doesn't matter. Where are my twin blades at? So I can like fucking show an example. Wait, what? I might have deleted them, but like, okay, so like there are a pair of twin blades like this, right? The green ones you just buy from a shop, right? You buy it right fucking here, okay? These right here. And you go to ESC, you go to settings, you go to game, you go right here, you click on hold light / heavy attack button for auto attack, which I don't know why that's still enabled, by the way. Dear God, it's gotta be off. You enable that, and then you go to watering pass, you go to challenges, you go to boss dummy, and then you do a boss dummy, you just hold on auto attack for 30 seconds. And the number that you get basically determines how good your ping is. And depending on that, people quit the game. So people are quitting the game over that too. And also people are like, just don't play the PvP anymore. And that's an issue because the PvP is the end game in this game. If you do not like PvP in this game, you're going to not play the game or you're going to quit the game. Because there's nothing else to do. It's only PvP in this game. The PvP is also the PvP is also incredibly imbalanced. I think Mystic Arts are way too OP. Super Armor shit's way too OP, which the game needs Super Armor. The game's design is just bad for PvP. This is not a good PvP game. So we're talking about PvP a lot because PvP is the end game. That's why it's such a big point and like an important thing to talk about. So another issue with the PvP is that there's no longevity with the PvP. So what I mean by this is that you are only PvPing in this game purely for fun. That's the only reason. There's not going to be any tournaments. There's not any meaningful rewards for PvP. It's only for fun. That's it. Bro, people are eventually going to just get bored of that shit. Come on. Like, they're eventually going to get burnt out. It is... Clarinet, shut the fuck up. Clarinet, I'm waiting for you, motherfucker. I was wondering where the fuck you're at, motherfucker. We're watching a Blue Squadron video. So I'm going over my points as to why the game died. You'll see. We're going to see Blue Squadron's a retard. Because he better not be a shill in this video. This game has massive issues that... This game will die. I think it will die, actually. Anyway, so we're talking about like the issues that as to why I think the game is dying. So there's no longevity in PvP. What this means is that there's just no reason to do it unless it's purely for fun. bro, let's be honest here, guys. We need a reward system, okay, to like actually want to do things, even if it's fun. I grind League of Legends to Challenger because one, it's fun. I'm not gonna play about it is fun, and two, because there's cool rewards, right? I get like a cool icon. I get like the Challenger banner. There is also the Prestige. That's different. That's more like you can have Prestige in this game too. It's fucking cool if you're good at this game, okay? It's cool. I'll say that. It's cool. It doesn't like that's the same thing for this game. You get like a skin, things like that. You don't get fucking anything for this game. You get an ugly ass title that no one sees because no one does the multiplayer content in this game. Or even like probably even looks at titles or cares about titles. So there's no actual reward system in this game for the PvP. They should be giving out a skin, by the way. There's just no large. Also, tournaments. There's not gonna be a single tournament. So the reason why, guys, there's not gonna be a tournament in this game, they will have to fly people out. They are not flying people out for this game. They have to fly people out for global, especially to do a regional, like to do like NA versus NA even, because our country is too big. Our ping is too high. The ping is too unfair. Bladedy is a fucking beast at PvP. He is never gonna be able to compete with someone like Averx. You know, he's beaten him. Averx should not lose to him. I'm going to clarify that. Averx is a extremely good player. He's extremely good at games. That guy is built different. He's built diff. He's different, okay? But he should never lose to Bladedy because of the ping diff. Bladedy should never be able to beat him, but Bladedy has beat him. That's a fluke that should never happen. Maybe whenever Averx isn't streaming, he probably wouldn't lose to him in a tournament setting. But the ping is too massive. They're not flying people out for that. They're not flying people out. Obviously, Global also has multiple like regions, so you would have to fly people out. They would do NA versus EU, etc. They're not doing that. And I doubt they're gonna fly anyone out for to verse China from the global regions because China is so much better than us. It would be a waste of money because Averx is gonna verse one person and probably instantly lose. I'm gonna be completely honest. Maybe not, but I don't think he stands a chance against anyone that's from China. There's just no way. I've had like other reasons as to why I think this. The worst mythic Chinese players are fucking insane. They're actually good. Not the worst, but the average mythic Chinese player is probably like top 5 in NA. Or global. So not top 5, probably top 10, top 20. Like they're insane. Okay, they're insane. Maybe top 5. I don't know. But they're insane. But yeah, like there's no longevity with PvP. You're only doing it for fun. There's no reward system. No reward system, which is a massive issue. There needs to be a reward system. You need to get something for being good at PvP. Like there should be somebody rank 1. I don't know why the fuck there isn't. They've got to be retarded. I mean that's the only explanation. Just so in Naruto Blade Point, there is a skin you get for doing ranked and hitting certain ranks. This skin's ugly as shit. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe that's why they probably don't do it because nobody actually cares about that shit. Because it's so ugly. But like they could do a fucking cool skin for ranked. Come on, dude. Like you could do a fucking cool skin. Even Riot Games, they do a decent skin for fucking ranked, bro. And their monetization models also skins only and like things like that. And they do have gotcha skins. Like they're like. Yeah, they still put effort into that fucking skin. They can do it for this game too, okay? Come on. Anyways, okay, what else? Dude, I'm like, I have a headache. This is so much I'm going over. Okay, what else? I'm gonna forget things. 100%. This means PV competitive PvE content. Unless you're Chinese. Fuck. Oh, dailies are mundane. So dailies are mundane. What Monday means, it means that it's boring. So dailies in this game are incredibly fucking boring. The thing is too, guys, this is a bigger issue. I don't know. He probably doesn't talk. So Blue Squadron does not play the game. He doesn't play the game. But if you play the game, listen, you know this. Whenever people hit tier 6 interways, they are not going to log into the game anymore. I'm telling you right now, bro, this game is going to have a massive drop-off for the next month. I think Hexy will cause a resurgence, but I think once Hexy dies down, the dip in player count is going to be even bigger than it is right now by a huge margin, because people are only logging in right now for interways, for interway chests. That is the only reason I log into the game. They are only logging in for these. And guys, we are hitting tier 6 really soon. I'm going to hit it probably within the next week or two. I'm at 180 out of 200, 181 out of 200. This is tier 6. This is tier 5, 0 out of 200. This can make people stay for a bit because it isn't actually technically maxed out. No one should have morale chant at tier 6 and all these as far as I am, because people should be dismantling morale chant. So take that as you will. People, it might take a bit longer than like a bit after Hexy, because people do have to max out a whole other in a way. That's gonna get easier because you're gonna disenchant everything else, right? Or dismantle everything else. So yeah, once interways are maxed out, people are gonna stop logging to the game. So the people just won't log in anymore at all at that point. That's a lie. He would be streaming it. I don't believe him. And also, yeah, I doubt that. Maybe I don't know him like that, but I don't believe that one bit. Because if you played Hexy, you would know that Hexy's not gonna revive the game. It has maybe a week's worth of content for a casual gamer. But anyone that doesn't play the game like Giga casually will complete it maybe like a few days. What else do I want to talk about? I don't think there's anything else to talk about. Oh, clarify, I like Blue. I'm just not retarded. Maybe he does play the game. I don't know him. Maybe he does play the game on Hexy. I doubt it though. Because he would. Why would he not just stream that? That's like good content. People would watch that. And I want to clarify right now. People do watch that. Like whenever I stream Chinese content. That's how I get like a lot of viewers, not a lot, but I get more viewers than I typically do now, because no one cares about global anymore, because global is already like too saturated now with like content wise. People do watch Chinese content. Why would he not just stream that? That's like that would definitely probably like make him peak at a bit more viewers than he typically does doing word me shit. He doesn't know the game, bro. He doesn't play the game that, bro. Come on. So, and also, a lot of the content in the game is not like it's just one-time content. Also, oh yeah, okay, I'm not gonna add this point, but like that's like a lot of the content in this game is one-time content. Like some people asking, why haven't you hit Baki yet if you're like complaining on your content? So I've been waiting for Hexy or like for the Hangdao to do the no hit. I will do the no hit so fast because, okay, I mean I don't really need to go in. Okay, you know what? I will do it fat, bro. I have rank 1s in this game for global. I will do all this shit fast, right? Like it's not even like a question. Wait, it's not even a question, right? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, where's it at? There we go. It's not even a question, but it's like I'm waiting, but that's not really content because I'm gonna do it one time. Well, it's gonna take me longer than one time, obviously. Like I'm not gonna one tap every single boss, but once I do it, that's basically it, right? There's no reason to do it anymore. So that's not really that's not longevity to me, bro. That's like content I could have already done by now, but I've been waiting, right, to do it with the weapon I'm waiting for. And a weapon is not going to save the game. I want to clarify, bro. The game is still going to be dog shit, even if people are playing with Hangdao. And also, the cosmetic prices, I agree, are fucking insane. Anyways, but there's probably more reasons, but I can't think right now, like about every fucking thing right now. Let's watch the video.
Also got its own.
And I was going to clarify, the guy that made this video is a fucking retard. Not Blue Squadron, but the guy that he's reacted to is a dumbass. This guy is dog, like, okay, dog shit. That doesn't matter. But I think he's a retard. I think this is kind of cringe. I didn't like watch. I watched like a few minutes of that guy's video. But then I saw Blue Squadron made a video, so I was like, I was going to react to it. Okay.
Client as well, so it's kind of like video. So you
Let me. Okay, I'm not going to speed this up too much. Okay, this is gonna be my hour stream basically. Is react to this video. I'm gonna do 1.25 speed. Let me know if you guys can't understand, okay?
Right, so it's really like 90k, roughly overall players. So kind of like BDO, you can like double the number, right?
Also, wait, hold up. Let me pause real quick.
Sure. That
so Asura, I'm reading Twitch chat now, bro. Sorry about that. Let's listen to this video. Let me know if you guys can't understand it, okay?
being said, it's no cope, right? Like the game is at like 10 to 20% of what it was before. Now I have a good idea of why this is, but I'm curious what other people think about it. The problem with where winds meet, and you love to hear people's opinions on stuff like this because some people are idiots.
I'm going to discuss the issues that the game has, issues which I believe are hurting the game and might eventually lead to a major decline unless they are fixed. Everything.
What do you mean eventually lead to a major decline?
Yeah, okay. Point proven. Exactly, already immediately. This guy's retarded, bro. The game has already lost a ridiculous amount of players. What the fuck are you even talking about? This guy's retarded, by the way. The end of the video is retarded. I'm going to clarify that. But it's a good talking point.
We got like 85% of the players aren't playing. What the fuck counts as a major decline?
True.
you're about to hear is coming from someone who has played this game for almost 1000 hours, and I have played a ton of similar games, so this is coming purely from experience. I hope this video reaches the developers of the game and they take action on some of this feedback, because I really like this game a lot and I would hate to see it die down in a couple of months, especially when it has a ton of potential. I have to say that the game does a lot of things right, such as combat, world design, RPG elements and more, but it has too many glaring issues which should not be there and are also easily fixable.
Did this guy put a video of him fighting a literal bot in 1v1 PvP? Like, bro, you think you'd showcase yourself, you know, like gaming on some like super gamer, even if it's low elo, they're not gonna know. Like, you're shitting down Kevin's throat.
Also, pause. You guys can't learn. You can understand this video and shit, right? Everyone can like understand this video, right? The sound's okay. Let me know if you guys can't understand the video.
No, whatever. No, he said the best thing I've got for my montage
I'm pressing wrong button by accident.
Like, this is the best that I can do. What the f are we doing? 1,000 hours, by the way.
I think the first major issue is too much focus on social activities and cosmetic rewards.
Holy L, what are we talking about? Oh my god. Okay, I was gonna wait to give my opinion about why the game doesn't have very many players right now compared to previously, but
So pause. So this guy's actually like just so fucking brain dead. Like that is the issue with the game, but it doesn't have enough of that. So there should be more cosmetic, like actually rewards in game, which I know their whole monetization model is cosmetics, but like even if you're selling cosmetics, bro, you can still have like cosmetic rewards in the game. And also there needs to be more social event. They needed to double down the MMO aspect of this game, by the way. They needed to double down on the MMO aspect of this game. Also, I commented on Blue Squadron's video already, by the way, before even watching it, on my issue with the game. I didn't like comment like what he says. I didn't watch the video yet. Clarify that I did not pre-watch this video, but I think that they okay, too much focus on social activities. There's not even enough social activities for, this guy's like, I don't even know what this guy's even talking about, by the way. Like, there needs to be more social shit in the game and a reason to actually like want to play the game with friends. Like, there's not enough of that. And it also needs to be like actual good content that also isn't like just shitty too. Like, Guild v Guild is so like fucking janky, and also it's laggy, buggy. It's just bad content. And also, no one even interacts with the guild system in this game, because a lot of people probably don't even know guilds exist in this game. The gacha is the expensive shit, bro. I'm not running a $500 gacha for a hair dye. True. I mean, they could have cheaper shit, but that is how they make their money. I agree, though. It is too expensive. The white hair should be cheaper. I don't know why that's so fucking expensive. That's retarded.
I'm just gonna give it now. I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna give it now. I'm gonna be honest. The real reason that the Steam charts for this game are in the dumpster right now, I'll pull them up. 44,000 peak, 25,000 playing, an hour ago, whatever. The real reason that the game is so low right now is because we've all finished the content, right? A lot of people have played for the 200 or so hours that the content, like allotted previously. They've done all the bosses, they've done the main story, they've done all the blue quest lines, and the vast majority of people are not going to stick around to do like the little like mini games and stuff, right? Like it's just the truth, right? And the people that are sticking around are typically, this is like the PvPers. Like most of the people that are left in the community are the PvPers. The PvEers are not playing right now.
I don't think that's entirely true. I think that a lot of people that are sticking around here are people that like actually like the cosmetics. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Yeah, I think that sticking around are like people that are also just looking at their characters, by the way. The PvE is, dude, the reason, I mean, it can't be that, because I feel like the mythic ladder is like you verse the same people like so much. You see, and like hitting mythic is not hard at all. You just queue up and you hit it pretty easily. But maybe I'm like delusional. Maybe actually like there's like a lot of people struggling at below mythic. I don't know. I don't think there is like tens of thousands of PvPers in this game, bro. Actually, I mean, I guess across like maybe every single region, possibly. Actually, I could be wrong. Maybe across every single region there might be. I think that's even a stretch, bro. I think it's like a mix. But I think a lot of people are sticking around for the PvP, yeah.
Not because they dislike the game or that it was bad or anything, but the reason that they're not playing right now is because they
like PvP is never
Hexy to come out. I'm gonna call it Hexy.
The most popular shit.
Wait for the expansion.
In these type of games.
And the PvPers, this is about the percentage of the community that really likes to do the PvP, right? And those people, they just have consistent content forever. They do the 1v1 stuff. You got the 3v3 coming out, right? They'll just do PvP for like all the time. They love PvP, and they'll keep doing it. So they have
and 3v3 coming out. So that leads me to believe that either he misspoke or he doesn't play the game. He hasn't like logged into the game at all. He doesn't even know 3v3 is out right now. So You gotta choose your words carefully. This makes you think that like his opinions are moot now, because or is that moot definite? Is that the right word? Okay, yeah, moot. Yes. So he doesn't even know 3v3's out. Which you just gotta click on this button to know it's out. So does he really? I don't know. Does he still play the game? I have no clue. But should have said that, because now it makes you understand, like, does he actually know what he's talking about now?
Competitive content that they can do. But for the PvEers, I mean, they ain't got much to do, right? Like, I know that I have not been playing. I mean, I think that most people, if you look at how much you've played in the last 30 days and you compare it to the previous 30 days, it's probably a lot less. Why? Because you've just reached the end of the content. And that's how Where Wins.
No, so I'm going to clarify. Even if he hasn't logged in like a month, he still has a valid opinion. But I'm not going to pretend this guy does not play the game almost at all. Like, I don't think he's played probably at all with like max like past like month at least. Maybe like a tiny bit. I don't know. That's just my assumption. I've also heard that from people that are in his guild. Could be wrong. It could be lied to. But like, he still does have a valid opinion. He still did play the game. He played the Sword. Like, he still has a valid opinion. I'm not saying his opinion means nothing. It does have value.
It works. That's what you need to understand about this game. Like, it's not a game that you're just going to play infinitely forever. Like, I mean, it might be, but like, really.
It is. So it's a live service multiplayer game. That's exactly the whole point of the game. And they also regularly update the game with microtransactions. The game is designed for you to play it forever. Like, that's the whole point of a live service game, with like microtransactions being updated like regularly. The only way they're going to get you to spend money on those microtransactions that they add regularly to the game is by enticing you to log in regularly, which, I mean, I would assume that they're trying to get you to play the game forever. So yes, it actually is. The game should have content to accommodate for that, right?
What keeps you driving and continuing to play the game is that they release new content, they release a new expansion, or they release new stuff, and you come back and you play.
Gets you to play forever.
And then when you're done with the new content, you put the game down and you wait. Right? I mean, shit, bro.
Now, okay, forever is kind of, you're not gonna play any game forever, but for a very long period of time.
Even like World of Warcraft. So all of this to say, I think that when the expansion comes out, you're going to see these numbers go right back up into the 6 digits, no problem. Cleanly above the 6-digit marker, no problem. And again, World of Warcraft is a perfect example of this. When does everybody go back to play WoW?
Not a perfect example. That's a retarded take. So the reason why World of Warcraft is a bad example is that World of Warcraft doesn't like lose 70% of its player base throughout an expansion. It just doesn't happen. And World of Warcraft is like probably the worst example, because it's like probably the most successful multiplayer or like online game of all time. It's got to be like at least top like 5. It retains millions of players throughout the entire expansion, and it definitely does not lose 70 to 80% plus of the player base at probably any point in the expansion. That's just not true. And also, we would never know that anyways, because they don't like publicly release their sub count anymore. But there's just no way that's true. And also, Final Fantasy also retains player base. A lot of games can retain the player base. It just doesn't if it's not a good game. It can still like have good element. That's a bad example. He should have used a different example. Maybe like BDO. BDO would have been a better example. World of Warcraft is definitely an outlier. So yes, Clarendon. That was actually, Clarendon said something smart. True, actually, WoW is a phenomenon. Like, that's why it's a bad example. He should have said WoW. WoW is definitely not. Okay, I'm gonna clarify right now. No game can ever be compared to World of Warcraft. Literally ever. No game, even an MMO, can't even compare. It is like WoW is in its league of in a league of its own. It's just not even, can't even compare it to the game, because no game is ever gonna be like that ever again. It's just like, honestly, it's like Genshin Impact. So no game can ever be, okay, the same types of games competitors can be compared. Obviously, I'm fucking speaking in hype, like over exaggerating it, or like being a retard a little bit. But like, you can obviously technically compare it, but like they're like phenomena, like you said, right? It's like Genshin Impact is also in its league of own, in a league of its own, right? Because of COVID, like you just can't compare it. Now, WoW's also just a good game. Didn't benefit from COVID the same way Genshin Impact did, but am I making a bad point? No, okay, the point about like maybe like bringing up Genshin Impact was bad, but like it's like the same shit though, I guess. No, yeah, it's the same shit. I feel like Genshin Impact is in its league, in a league of its own, just like World of Warcraft is. I mean, yeah.
Expansion comes out, everybody goes back to play WoW. They play it for a month and a half or so, and then they stop.
Phenomenon is true, right? Yes.
And a lot of games go through this cycle of just like, you know,
no, if you just said that's true. A lot of games do, but like not World of Warcraft. Don't compare, like it loses like a portion of its player base, 100%. But it is okay. This much is crazy. Even BDO doesn't dip this much. No, like, dude, this game has lost like fucking a ridiculous majority of its player base. It is actually insane. The fall off is insane.
Enjoy the game, you play it a ton, and then you don't play it all, and you wait for the expansion to come out. And then you play it a ton, and then you wait for the expansion to come out. So you see these big peaks. And I think that's what we're going to see with Where Winds Meet. I sincerely do not think that a lot of people quit Where Winds Meet because fundamentally it's flawed, right? And the game does have its flaws, but I don't think that people are like, oh my god, I can't handle the fact that there are too many social activities and cosmetic rewards. No. And now to get back to this guy's take,
I think people are quitting the game because there's too much focus on social activities. There's nothing to do in the game. With you, this is just my take. I think there's not enough social activities. I think that there's not enough like shit that you can do with your community that keeps you playing the game beyond the new content. I think that if there was more social activities, more ways to interact with each other, and more ways to really form like friendships in the game, more reasons to get in Discord and chill with people that are also playing the game at the same time. There were more reasons like that. More people would stick with the game outside of just the expansion releases. I think it is quite literally the exact opposite of what he just said. And cosmetic rewards, again, opposite. I agree with this. I agree with this take. Though I think
that like some of the cosmetics in the game cost thousands of dollars. I think that it's really, really cool that if you do a lot of PvE, you can unlock certain outfits or you can unlock certain like weapon skins, right? Because they're like a rare drop or whatever. That's amazing. I wish they would do more of that. I wish there were more Easter eggs in the game like that. Okay, so the exact opposite of what this guy is.
So I mean, he's right, but like I don't think so I don't think this outfit is making people play the game, bud. Like, how about they add like actually like cool cosmetics? Dude, listen, the gacha cosmetics and the store cosmetics are always be cooler, like no matter what. But like these outfits are not making people play the game. And also the weapon skin is ugly. Those skins are also ugly as shit. And no one is grinding that out because it's cool. Like the outfits are, I think the outfits you can earn are way too fucking ugly. They're way too fucking ugly. Way too ugly.
Suggesting, at least in this first one. And I didn't know, again, somebody just sent me this video, so I didn't know. I'm just giving my 2 cents. Now I'm gonna let him explain this opinion.
In this game, 90% of the activities you can complete do not actually feel rewarding, and
Man, okay, I'm kind of pissed off about my Genshin Impact point, because I feel like that was actually like, okay, it's not a bad point, but I feel like I explained it really bad. But people should know what I mean by that. I feel like they're, I don't know, like they're in leagues of their own. That's why I think that, like, okay, that was just such a bad comparison to me. That's why I even said that shit. But yeah, do not, the game is nowhere near comparable to World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft is so much above this game in terms of everything. It kind of pissed me off. I like WoW a lot, okay? I'm a bit biased, but I still think it's about like bad comparison. I think it was a bad comparison.
Yeah,
I understand what he's saying though. Okay, I want to talk about I understand what he was saying. It's just that WoW was a bad comparison, okay? That's the whole point. Anyways, moving on.
The majority of the rewards you can obtain from the new events or various role-playing activities such as joining a sect consist of cosmetics or other items related to fashion. Now, there's not...
I do think that there should be more rewards for actively, like, being active in a guild. And I think that there should be more, like, there should be more involved in being in a sect.
Yep.
I think you should get more for being in a sect. That being said, I think that most of the activities in the game are extremely rewarding, and that's why people played the game for 200 straight hours without stopping. Some people just, they had trouble sleeping.
Nothing wrong with having fashion content and rewards in the game, but the problem comes when 90% of your content is all revolved around fashion and players who enjoy collecting.
Okay, I think people played it because it was fun, man. I don't think it's because it's rewarded. There's nothing like... I don't think that ugly ass outfit you get from the guild shit is why people are doing guilds. I think you do it because it's fun, but yeah, I mean, there needs to be more rewards. The rewards also need to be like actually like good, like nice looking too. The rewards are so fucking ugly in this game. Like the cosmetics that you get are so ugly, bro. I mean, let's look at this right here, right? Bro, there's not a single nice thing from the shop. That's kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, there's nothing cool from this shop. This hair's not bad. Okay, this hair's not bad, but it's black. Which the nice hairs are all like all white. I mean, it's black. Like that's the issue. Obviously, not going to give you a black hair or white hair from this. But it's black hair, right? So it's like kind of whatever. So due to that, this hair's not bad. But like, yeah, there's nothing cool that you get from this game that is like cosmetic wise that you earn.
Various costumes and hero titles and so on, but what about the players who care more about combat and progression? It's pretty clear that the developers spent a lot of time designing the combat system and the progression system, which are great, of course, but at the end of the day, there is almost no content that makes use of both of them at their full potential. Almost all the events and activities in the game are actually social.
I think that they absolutely have concepts in the game that use the combat system to its fullest potential. Look at every boss that you fought. What are we talking about? Every boss that you fought is literally cinema amazing. Like, That's the reason, and part of it is so cinema amazing is because the combat is helping immerse you in the experience. Again, why are you showing PvP? Because the combat in PvP is an immersive, rewarding experience.
I'm going to clarify right now. I'm just going to say this. I think the fights in this game are fucking insane. I think there are some bad fights, just like bad design fights, but like there are like some insane fights in this game. And I want to clarify for the guy that made this video, not Blue Squadron. Blue Squadron probably, I'm sure he knows, he watched videos on it. We don't have any of the cool fights yet. All the cool fights come from Hexy like onwards, which that's not going to make people like, that's not going to retain the player base, bro. Okay, that's going to retain the player base, but it might retain some players, but it's not going to retain like a player, like it's not going to like really change anything, but like, because you only do it one time, that's basically it for a lot of people or majority of the player base. But like, there are some insane fucking fights in this game that do the exact opposite with this guy. They completely do utilize the combat system to its fullest, 100%. Like the twins that you fight with like the flutes or whatever, I think it's the flutes, where the fuck those are. That fight's insane. Like there are like a lot of like insanely cool fights in this game. This guy's absolutely capping. And also like there is like competitive content too in the game. There should be more though. There should be more competitive content in the game. They do have competitive content. The issue with it is just dominated by Chinese players and playing the game for 2 years. So like, yeah.
Or fetch quests.
Or like, not 2 years, over a year, I mean.
The time, there are very little character progression rewards you can...
Now, for what it's worth, I do think that they need to, like, events need to be condensed into the same menu. All events, there just needs to be like one event going on, and like that event has a menu. Delete all of the other event menus, but you have one event menu, and it's currently going on. And then you
there needs to be combat events, bud.
Instead of
There's no combat events for some reason.
Because then that's 15.
They're just boring ass mini games.
I'd rather have one event menu with like 3 menus total than have each event have its own menu, and then they all have their own sub menus. And all
think about where not Werewolves Meet, fucking Wuthering Waves or Wuthering Peak, whatever you want to call it. Wuthering Waves. People like had way too many non-combat events, so people were complaining about it. It's the same shit in this game. For some reason, no one's complaining about it. I guess this game has more like has like a wider audience, right? I mean, that's why. But like, it's like, dude, this game should have more like actual combat events. I don't know why there isn't combat events, dude. Maybe they could have a fucking like in-game like event tournament or something like that. That is just like, obviously it won't be fair because of ping. Like maybe they can have like a fucking like a PvP event or something like that, right? That's in this fucking menu, right? How about that? I mean, like, dude, this event is so fucking boring, dude. Like, what are we doing? Like, the whole point of this game is the combat. And like, okay, and fashion. Okay, no, and fashion. I'm not gay, but listen, okay, listen here, bro. Listen. We're all grown-ass men playing dress up, like I've said before. Give us a fashion event too, like actual fashion event. Like the fake shit, dude, that was retarded. And also it was not intuitive at all. People had to look up guides as to how to even submit their fucking faces. And the faceologist for the fuck it's called event. Like, yeah, anyways, moving on.
There is almost no content that requires you to use your build and your combat skills besides PvP. Of course, there's nothing wrong with social events, I enjoy them as well, but when it's literally all you're getting for a whole month, it's not good. The problem with all of these... Dude, the logic on this guy is literally insane. And I'm not trying to like completely cook the out of him, but I'm gonna be honest, bro. The reason that they're releasing social content, like you gotta understand how communities work in games like this. So they released the expansion, right? Huge spike in players.
And also, what I just said, like, I do want more social events. I'm saying that point, like, obviously I'm not contradicting myself by saying combat events. They can do both, all right? Like, I consider this a social event because you can group, like, come on, I think this is, you can play with friends like that. I consider this social, okay? You can obviously solo play it. I think this is social. I don't know, like, obviously, like, the face, like, the, like, fashion shit, that could be social, too. Maybe that's, like, a social event. I consider this also social. But they do need to have, like, combat events, which that'll be social, too, because it's, like, gonna be multiplayer, right? But, like, PvP, that's also, like, I don't know if, like, is that considered social or is multiplayer? Like, you're just playing against players. I don't feel like you're technically socializing. Maybe, but, like, They need both. They need like I think they can add like combat events that also like our PvP events, things like that. They need to add like more events in general, by the way. More events in general will be nice too, right? That are social or have combat, PvP, everything. Fashion. They need like a wider variety of event types too, right? It can't just be how you doing? Like things like that. Like just purely social events, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Keeps players playing beyond the initial expansion. Once they finish the content, what is keeping the baseline level of players playing the game? Is it new content coming out, or is it the community?
Okay, because the real answer is the events. Shut up.
It's
the real
both.
answer is a little bit the events.
It's
really
both.
just your friends and your
It's
community.
both.
So
It's both.
the reason that they're releasing social events
What the
between
fuck are
the
you
expansion
saying?
releases.
So
right?
it's both, especially for this game, because this game also is purely like just a single player game too. If you want to play single player, it's going to be both. The desire to keep playing this game are sure the community and also the content in the fucking game. Because people that don't want to interact with the community or any of the multiplayer shit are just not going to play the game at all, right? Which I want to clarify, the people that are playing the game just as like single player or like by themselves are part of the player base that left the game. And they are part of this metric too. So we definitely have to take them into account. Those people also not play the game because there's no content. Also, like, everyone is not playing the game. There's no content. What the fuck? Everyone's like, come on. It's both.
Is because they're trying to retain those players, right? By giving them something to do that, you know, they don't necessarily have new content for the game to release, but they're encouraging them to go interact with other players, which in and of itself is repeatable content, right? So, like, again, having those social interactions and having more ways to socially interact with people.
He's not
and
whole
form
though. Like,
friendships and, like,
yeah,
gives
I
you
agree
more
with this whole
reasons
shit
to log in
100%.
and play the game.
Like, it's not
Social
100 million percent
activities
agree with
in
them
the game is
though.
that they're also very shallow
I think
and
it's
non-rewarding.
both.
Most of them are done in less than 5 minutes.
I would agree with him on something like this, in that I think
I
that
agree with this too.
like the group
too.
events in the game should be much more rewarding.
I agree with
It
this
should
too.
strongly
And that's what I've been
encourage you to go do
saying, right? About the reward shit like
We
that.
had to do it again, for
I
example,
agree
Most
with
of them are like
this.
RP purposes, right?
wrestling or bounties or playing mahjong with other players. The majority of the rewards you get from these events consist of some random currency with which you can buy more cosmetics or small amounts of coins. My suggestion for the developers is to have more activities and more events that reward us with inner way note chests, gear chests,
I agree with
coins,
this.
and other upgrade materials, and more
Sure,
events that focus
I agree with that.
Add more activities and events rewarding progression materials.
Okay, progress materials. Okay, bro, listen, you fucking retard. Everyone, dude, progression does not matter that much in this game, okay? Like, we're already almost having maxed out tier 6 inner ways, which basically is all the progression in the entire fucking game. You don't like, sure, you want like probably more than one set of inner ways. Okay, you want like 2 sets of inner ways, I think it'd be fine. We need another set, but like, eventually that's not gonna, eventually inner way chests are not gonna matter anymore. For newer players, they will. Sure. That's the point, like, sure, maybe that'll matter, but like, how about cosmetic rewards or like, cosmetic rewards, right? That includes titles, outfits, weapons, fucking anything cosmetic, bro. Fucking icons on your fucking on your profile, man.
are focused around combat. Okay, so the problem with this is usually this big lull in players you see here, if they make the rewards for these social events just more progression materials,
Yes.
well, generally speaking, after you finish the main content for an expansion and the game starts coming back down again, you've already reached max gear score.
No, exactly what I just fucking said, basically. Exactly, bro. Like, hey, we're talking about gear only, dude. Listen, yes, bro. Gear is even like the smallest part of it. Once the inner ways are maxed, no one is going to care about this progression shit anymore, by the way. Like, that's what I'm saying. People are going to quit the game or stop logging into the game at all once their inner ways are maxed out. That's why people are still logging into the game. So the player count is even worse than people think, by the way. It's going to go way lower than that.
Are really not going to help you a whole lot, especially if you've been playing the game like super actively this entire time. More progression materials are not going to help tremendously. More progression materials helps when the new expansion comes out because all of
Wait,
those.
can't we grind to earn pulls for the gacha? We get like 10 pulls every 2. Okay, that's, you're not grind. I guess, dude, you get like so you get 2 pulls with jades, right? Which you don't need to grind for this. You just can like log in and log back out, and then you get 1 pull from jadefish, right? I think that's basically it. No. Oh, I'm done with this now. Is that basically it? I think you can't grind for anything in this game like that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Players are trying to get their progression materials. That makes sense. But like we're talking about this group of players. These players have maxed out gear, right? So I would argue that actually it doesn't need to be progression materials. It needs to be cosmetics.
Yeah.
I think
Bro,
like, adding really, really cool
Blue's
cosmetics
right. There
that
we
get
go.
people to log in and be like, oh yeah,
100% agree with that.
I want the cool spear skin that I can get from that event. Or I want the the mask that I can get from this, that, or the other thing, right? That's what keeps people playing long term. That's what keeps people playing in Naraka too.
He's right.
Like they're like, oh yeah, the cosmetics are really, really good, right?
Yep.
gear.
Yeah, I'm close to
See, okay, this is where Blue, he's not retarded. I'm going to clarify right now. He's not retarded because he just made the point before watching the video. I talked about Naraka Blade Point, where they do give rank, like, rewards for your rank in the game, whatever. I don't know what, I think it's like Solar. I fucking forgot. I think it's Solar or some shit. It might be a bit lower than Solar. I don't know what rank it is. I forgot. Clarify, I'm a Sura. That doesn't matter in Naraka, but I have been the max rank in Naraka Blade Point. I'm not good in Naraka Blade Point though, clarify that. But like the thing is, man, is that, yeah, like there should be a reward for like ranked in this game, and it needs to not be ugly. I think Narco's ranked reward is ugly, but it's still like, I think it's probably limited to that season. I would imagine. I fucking forgot. I think it is. Can you clarify? I only played Narco for like 2 seasons. Did not play that long. That's why I don't know really. But I looked it up. I just forgot about it. But like, yeah, if it's like limited that season, not make people play, even if it's like ugly. But they need to come on, make them like not ugly, man. But they are, because Narco ones are, I think, are pretty ugly still. But yeah. Now I'm only talking about the outfit. I think there's more than just that, than like an outfit in Narco Blade Point that you get. But yeah.
Maxing inner ways. Yeah, this is not what he's just not thinking it through. This is not going to help with this problem. If they gave crazy, believe it or not, it actually hurts the problem. If they gave crazy progression materials away for social rewards, then people would quit the game a lot sooner because they maxed out their gear score and they're done with the content sooner. The line would be steeper and you'd go right back down to this.
He's so right.
It's literally the exact opposite of what he's saying.
And what he just said is basically what I'm saying too, right? The game is going to dip even more, like I said, in like a couple of weeks, or like maybe like 2 months, 1.5 months to 2 months, because I think Hexy will retain people for a bit, for like a week or two. I think people are going to start getting more inner wage chests from Hexy, right? I don't actually know for sure. I forgot. I don't know. Okay, I don't know how many you get. It probably doesn't matter, but ultimately it doesn't matter anyways. People are going to start getting a full tier 6 set of inner ways within the next like I will say 2 months. It's even less than that. But I'm also accounting for Hexy making people come back and like staying for a bit. But people like even like the average player should be like month and a half out. No, I mean I don't really know for sure what the average player is at, but like you're not doing like any crazy shit, or you don't need like any game knowledge. You're just dismantling like the set that you like, the inner ways you don't use, and like converting these, right? I'm sure even like a casual player knows this.
Yeah. Which are focused around combat. I don't.
Yo, what's up, Siraj Gulpa? How you doing, bud?
Mind it being focused around combat. I think that's reasonable.
Just
wait. Let me actually wait. Sorry, hold up. Let me. I'm retarded, guys. Sorry about this. Wait. Let me actually show this. I'm sorry about this. This is what I'm reacting to right now.
Upgrade materials and more events that focus around PvE or even PvP combat. Now you might ask, why can't I just go and farm gear and materials to progress my character? Why don't I just play PvE content which revolves around combat such as Sword Trial or Hero's Realm?
I think that a big thing for this game would be like 10v10. I think like a 10v10 arena would go kind of hard. And I think
I think the issue with that is, dude, people
mainly and 3v3 arenas,
that's just not even
arenas,
fun.
10v10 arenas, stuff like that.
Okay, Blue, 3v3 is out, bud. Like it's already out. I think this game about 5v5. It has 5v5 on China, no? It does, no? 10v10 would be bad because, like, dude, you don't know what the fuck's going on. That's not fun. There's too much visual pollution. That's not gonna be fun. I'm telling you, it's not gonna be fun. It will not be fun.
That the game really excels at small scale PvP. I think the 30v30 game mode, I understand. I'm just gonna have a hot take on this. I know I'm the large scale PvP guy. I don't really like the 30v30 game mode.
Bates, I agree with him 100%. Okay, you know what? He should have said that. He should have said, instead of 30v30, it should be like 10v10 or something. I would agree with that, but I don't think I think even 10v10 is too much in this game. Dude, there is too much going on your fucking screen. Dude, I'm thinking right now, bro, with 3v3 even, people are just spamming shit. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Unless maybe you're like fucking average or bubbly, right? You don't know what the fuck is even going on.
It's laggy, there's desync. The game's not really geared for 30v30 content like a whole lot. I think that like treating that as like a for fun game mode is pretty cool, but I don't think that is what is going to keep players around. The 30v30 game mode, in my opinion, is not going to keep players playing the game, but a 10v30 game mode people. And so what you do matters more in a situation like that. And the game really excels at that smaller scale PvP, right? And I think that like you can cultivate guilds around 10v10, add leaderboards for 10v10, add leaderboards for 5v5, add leaderboards for 3v3, etc. Right? Also, adding more like prison breaks and GVGs would be really, really cool. Like that encourage just all of the active players that are currently playing the game to show up and like just be at an open world PvP event. You know, that would be super sick. People would really like that. But structured 30v30 instance game mode just doesn't work as well for a game designed like Where Winds Meet is. And I appreciate that they have the game mode.
He's 100% right. I feel like I'm you know, I'm actually thinking he's so base for saying this. I feel like I was too scared he's gonna like act like this game mode that game mode's good, because he's like, this company is generous. I'm not gonna okay. I'm gonna clarify. The company that made this game is actually based on shit. I actually love NetEase. I think NetEase is a very good company. I'm just gonna say it. NetEase is a good company. The company that runs this game is also a fucking awesome. I'm gonna say it right now. Amazing company. Amazing fucking company. I'm sure the developers are awesome too. I don't hate the company or the developers for this game at all. And also, I love, like, I think the story is probably not bad. I want to clarify that right now. So I do respect for being honest about that. I'm not gonna go and like they flew out to China, things like that is why I'm saying that. He's also like, he is a partner creator, which I technically am too. I mean, technically I am a partner creator for this game. Actually, by the way. But the thing is like, that's why I respect for at least being honest, right? Because I thought he's on a light, I think it's good. The 30v30 sucks ass. It is terrible in this game. It doesn't make any... I agree with them. At least I respect them for having it. I think it's cool they have it. But it's like, dude, that shit's ass, okay? Like, it's too much, man. It's too much going on. Too laggy, too buggy, etc.
Right? It's fun, right? For people, and I'm not trying to put disrespect on the guilds that do it, you know, it'd be fun. But like, I think that the game succeeds a lot more on the small scale side of things.
This is where the second major issue comes, and that is the energy system. Now I understand.
I mean, I talked to them about this. Believe me, the reason the energy system sucks is because we hate daily and weekly gated content. You can say this until you're blue in the face. We hate daily and weekly gated content. We hate it. We just want to play the game as much as we want. But the devs are very intentionally trying to slow down your progress so that you play the game longer over time. Which is annoying.
Understand the general idea behind an energy system in a video game. It's great.
But I mean, all gacha games do this. Not that Where Winds Meet is necessarily like a traditional, like one of those anime gacha games like Wuwa or Genshin Impact or whatever, but there are similarities between them for sure. And like, you know, all of them use this energy system shit.
Artificial engagement and ensure that players never run out of content.
Where Winds Meet is just Genshin Impact 2. I'm proud of you. That was probably the most statement that I've heard all week. And that's impressive. Because earlier this week somebody asked me why my microwave was so close to the computer.
Like,
they felt that it would...
I need to get like some items, guys. Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
But you know what? That statement right there, crisp.
Bro, can this guy get off my dick, bro? I fucked your mom last night, by the way, fucking retard.
Holy shit. Actually, she rage baiting. She rage baiting.
I don't have any,
This type of system is clearly designed from a business point of view and not a player experience point of view. There are basically zero benefits for the players.
You know what'll help you? Bigger titties. I'm gonna be honest with you. I brought this up. You guys know I brought this up. You guys know that I met the dev team and I was like, boobs. What would the players like?
Will never happen. It's Chinese game, bro.
Boobs. That's what we would like.
So I want to clarify this right now for people that don't play Chinese games. They do not... Their culture is different, guys. They don't have... They don't like big titty showing off in their game. I want to clarify. The outfit that we got, the Hollow Strokes outfit, I think is what it's called. They ripped those developers like a new asshole. They were reporting them to the CCP, by the way. Clarify that. Over that outfit showing stomach. That will never happen. I know he's joking. I clarify, anyone that knows. They will never add anything like that outfit ever again into the game. I promise you that. I'm surprised they didn't get changed for us, by the way. They didn't like change like the make it like censor it. That will never happen again. So if anyone's playing the game for sexual shit or anything that's like not even okay. Showing off something is not sexual. You're a fucking freak. You think that's sexual? Like you're like bright as fuck think that's sexual. Okay, it can be hot or sexy, but that's not inherently sexual. Anyways, so that's never gonna happen again. I'm gonna clarify. I was gonna make a video reacting to the drama over that. I didn't do it. That's why I was gonna make a video because I was looking at tap for that, which is a Chinese thing, and people were like, listen, they were calling the developers or people that had that outfit pedophiles, by the way, because the character in the game is apparently 16 or something like that. I don't fucking know, but they were calling people pedophiles and shit, guys, that were using that outfit. Keep that in mind. It is a different culture, guys. Okay, so I know he's joking. I hope he is. That will never happen. Literally fucking ever, by the way. Keep that in mind, okay? That never happened.
You actually said it to them? Yeah, we're sitting around the dinner table. I'm not joking. We were eating, I think it was lunch.
Okay, I can't believe he does that. Okay. He doesn't play Chinese games. He doesn't understand this. I've played more than one Chinese game. That will never happen, buddy. Even like, I'm surprised they like, I guess they probably like understand he's from like the West. They're not fucking around that shit ever again. They took this one chance with the Hollow Strux outfit. And I'm going to be honest, guys. They probably made that outfit probably more for the Western audience. I know it sounds crazy, but I think they did. I really think they did. It was up, like, I think, I consider it like a Christmas outfit, no? I feel like they made that for the Western audience. That's why we got the same time as China did. And they got backlash for it. They're never doing that again. And I'm bringing that up like never again as in like a sexy outfit, right? Or an outfit that can be perceived as sexy.
Actually, we're eating lunch. And I'm like, so... The most common question that I get about the game is why is there not, and again, these are the top two questions, and I'm not joking, because they literally are the top two questions in the Discord. Why is there not a boob slider, and why is there not a thigh slider? Not joking. The number one.
Retarded Western people that don't understand things.
Like a couple days later, when I was talking about the dev team, and I was scrolling through my Discord on my phone in front of him, and he's like, we're like reading the questions out loud, and I'm like asking him questions, and like every other question is boobs, boobs, please more boobs, boobs, thighs, give us thighs and boobs. I'm like, please excuse all of these. I'm like,
I'm surprised they even like chose to even work with him after that. I feel like I guess they like understand that the West is like different. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't think they like would probably just drop him for saying that shit, like questions on his Discord, right? But yeah,
Scrolling through it is actually so embarrassing. That being said, I did bring it up.
it's such a massively different culture, guys.
And they have absolutely zero intention of adding boobs and thigh sliders.
Exactly. Okay. At least you answer that. I respect that. Obviously I don't mean like they should like drop him for saying that, but like I'm surprised they like. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Anyways, moving on.
And I insisted. I said, okay, I understand that because from their perspective, they want the Chinese women of the game to be beautiful, right? Like they just want them to be beautiful. They don't want to be known as like the stellar blade. We're just gonna make our women all lewd and shit, right?
It's also a wuxia game
that, and I think
that
that's
is based off of
Also,
ancient China.
I think, and I was like, here
Ancient Chinese women did not have their titties hanging out, guys. I know that sounds crazy. That just didn't happen. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Even in like a decent amount of time ago in America, women, I don't think women have their titties hanging out, right? It's like really not it's not just exclusive to China, like ancient China. We only really became like gooners not too long ago, no? Things are a bit more conservative, right? And like, yeah, anyways, moving on from that. But yeah, like that's not really surprising. The reason why the game is argued like that is because it's based off of ancient China. It's also wuxia. Wuxia is more beautiful and elegant. Like that's basically what like wuxia is, right?
We don't need them to be like naked boobs. You can fully clothe them, but like yeah, having diversity. Yeah, in America, we talk a lot about diversity, equity, and inclusion. And right now, we feel like there's just not enough diversity and inclusion of the double D and above boob size.
And I would clarify, cleavage is not sexual, bro. Like,
the answer is
that's
no.
not
We're not
sexual
getting
to
a boob
me.
slider or a thigh slider.
Maybe I'm a gooner, like desensitized, I don't know,
think they could
but
make a
I
stupid
think
amount
it's
more money.
sexual, but it's just not
and the way that I tried to
an
pitch to them
ancient
was like,
Chinese
dude, you
thing.
don't need to make the outfits more lewd. The outfits can be totally normal, traditional Chinese, fully clothed, you know, but like people like
Okay,
like
sure.
when the boobs are bigger.
I agree with him with that. I think that's like, I think that's big. Yeah,
First
there's
of all,
not
you
really
are
a Chinese
preventing players
thing.
from playing the game how much they want to, which is already the worst design choice you can make.
Wait, what?
For the players, when you implement an energy
Like,
system.
I would clarify, like, I do wish my character actually had, like, tits. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my character's, like, so... Her tits are so small. Okay, that's, obviously preference. I wish her tits were bigger, but yeah, like, I understand what he's saying, but, like, that's not really, like, Chinese people are, like, not really into that shit, so that's why I'm not gonna do it, but yeah. I'm not talking about this anymore, I'm not pausing anymore for that, but yeah.
First
That's
of all, you are preventing players from playing the game how much they want
Crazy
to,
underscore
which is already
Pig
the
just
worst design
resubscribed
choice
for 22 months. How goes Baldy?
Yeah, crazy. Good for 22 months, man. Almost at 2 full years, brother.
you can make. Instead of having mastery-based progression, you now have calendar-based progression, which is less satisfying for the players.
It is.
Why spend
He's
time
right.
designing complex progression systems if we can only progress a tiny amount
Wait,
each
okay, wait, what is he saying?
People like it when the boobs are bigger. It's just
Sorry.
true.
energy system? First of all, you are preventing players from playing the game how much they want to, which is already the worst design choice you can make.
Wait, what?
For the players when you implement an energy system.
Oh, the
First
energy
of all,
system.
you are preventing players from playing the game how much they want
Crazy
to,
underscore
which is already
Pig
the
just
worst design
resubscribed
choice
for 22 months. How goes Baldy?
Yeah, crazy. Good for 22 months, man. Almost at 2 full years, brother.
you can make. Instead of having mastery-based progression, you now have calendar-based progression, which is less satisfying for the players.
It is.
Why
He's
spend
right,
time
yeah.
designing complex progression systems
Sure.
if we can only progress a tiny amount each day due to these limitations that you're
I completely agree with him on this. As some of his other takes were, I agree.
implementing?
Like, the issue is, though, guys, is that if they remove the energy system, people would have already quit, like, probably over a month ago. Because, like, there would be nothing else to do. I mean, like, really, like, the thing that's keep people logging in is the inner weight chest, and it's like, if you can, like, just infinitely grind inner weight chest, no people will quit the game. Maybe they can make, like, the grind, like, way longer. Like, instead of 200 for tier 6, it's, like, several thousand or something like that. I don't really know, but it's not, like, really a grinding game, though. Like, grinding games are more like of a fucking Korean thing, not really like a Chinese thing. Obviously, they're not saying, like, you need to grind your fucking life away, right? But, like, I feel like people would have already been maxed out by now, a long time ago by now. So, probably would have quit the game. I don't really know. They would have to, like, change so much shit if they did something like that. And that's why they can't just remove it. People are so fucking retarded. They can't just remove the energy system, right? The whole game is balanced around that.
How am I supposed
I hate daily and weekly gated content. I hate it.
to enjoy the great combat system when I can't do combat more than 5 minutes per day?
Like, it also makes it, and this is another point on the graph for the devs, it also makes up the game a lot harder to stream. Like, a lot harder to stream. It makes the game really hard to make content for, because you start
Yeah.
streaming, and you're done with the daily content that you can do within, like, 30 minutes. You're already out of shit to do.
Yep. And that is why I can't stream the game for longer than an hour. That's also why I can't make videos in the game anymore. I have to do giga creative content for videos now. Even like streaming you do, but like it's not worth it. I don't make enough money for that to make it my second job, basically. I want to clarify, in order to make creative content videos, it has to become a second job for me, basically. I have to like spend so much fucking time doing it. The only reason why I was able to make videos was because I was able to do it while I'm working. And the videos didn't take like that long. Even some videos took like 10 hours to make because I stutter so much. But even when I like stopped like caring about me stuttering and things like that, it still took way too long for me to do anything. To make videos. It's just not worth it. I mean, I would have to make so much. I would have to make a lot of money for me to want to do that. And even if I find it fun, man, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. It takes way too long to make videos. And then yeah, like you said about streaming, you cannot stream, dude. I am shocked that I don't stream PvP even to get like 10 views. I don't know how I even have 6 viewers right now. That's crazy to me. I'm just running around yapping. I guess because I'm a yapper, I'm good at yapping. But like, dude, there's no content in the game to stream unless you're doing PvP. So yeah, people cannot stream this game. It's not possible unless you're doing PvP. I'm also doing PvP right now, by the way. So like, imagine if I wasn't doing PvP. Like, I can't believe people even watching people not do PvP in this game. That shit is so boring to watch. It's crazy. Because they're not really doing anything. Because there's nothing to do in the game. Yeah.
You literally, and what are you supposed to do on stream for the next 7 hours? So like,
He's right.
It is better advertisement for your game to allow us to play the game more, right? Like, it's just hard. I ran into the same problem with Throne and Liberty. Throne and Liberty, everything's gated, right? So you do your dungeons, you do your open world stuff, and then you do your contracts, and then you're just out of stuff to do within an hour. Like, within 30 minutes to an hour, you're just out of shit to do.
Like that.
And then you're just running around waiting in queue for PvP, or you're just like, for me, I'm just like, oh, I guess I'm gonna do reacts, right? Like that's.
Okay, so I want to clarify. I am a PvP guy. I am a PvP guy, right? Like the thing is, man, even for me, bro, like the game needs to have more than just PvP in the game. Like it can not only be PvP, bro. It just can't be, right? Wait, oh, I got in the wrong, the fuck? I pressed 3 on accident? Like, it has to have more than just PvP in the game, which this game is literally only PvP. Why am I doing that, by the way? I'm hitting the wrong button on accident. Am I fucking retarded? I'm dead, by the way. Alright, anyways, alright, let's move on. Hold up. Let's do this. Okay, alright.
That's rough. It's tough, right? And it's tough because it keeps content creators from playing your game, right? They're going to see, I'm not even like going to be able to submit for the creator program probably this month, like the incentive program this month for Where Winds Meet because I don't have.
Dude, that's crazy to say, by the way. Even he thinks like, that is insane. That's what I told Bladedy. I'm like, dude, the only way anyone, like, the only shit you can do now is just PvP content. No one watches content. And I honestly, I can't believe he even, the thing is, he could just have Where Winds Meet open up and do like, just yap and be able to submit shit probably still. Cause he's a big creator. And also he's like, he's nice to listen to. And like, even he doesn't do that shit. I mean, I want to say, I think he's too scared to say. He's also just bored of the game too, by the way, because he could definitely still probably submit something for it. I think he's just bored of the fucking game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think he's also bored of the game too. I think it's part of it. But it's fun. It's nice hearing him say this shit too, because I think there's no content in the game either, unless you PvP. It's only PvP. That's it.
Much to do in the game. Also, they gave me beta access for the Hexy region. Like I'm on like a NetEase account playing Hexy, and they want me to.
Oh, okay. Wait, Clarendon, you're actually right. I stand corrected, Clarendon. You're actually right. I guess he is playing Hexy. Okay, I stand corrected. My bad. I'm retarded. You're actually right. Apparently he does. I didn't know that. I stand completely correct. That's my bad.
To like put out a video for like all of this shit, and like I can't play it on stream, right? So like I'm trying to actually, I asked them if I could. Wait.
Oh, okay. They can't play on stream. Okay, I did. That's. Wait, guys. Wait. Why can't he play it on stream? You can literally just. You can. I can play China. Why can't he play it on stream? He could just go play on China right now if he wanted to. Legally, of course, guys. Legally, of course, right? I'm not gonna say anything besides that. Legally. But I'm surprised he can't play. I know I trust him, but like I wonder. Maybe what the fuck? Are we not? No, you can't stream China. I know you can stream China for a fact. By the way, from the programming stuff, I know for a fact you can stream China. So what I can't say. I don't know what I can and can't say. I can't say any more than that. I know you. I'm pretty sure you can stream it. So I don't know. You can also make videos on it. Why can't he stream it?
Oh,
that's interesting. Does he say why?
Okay, she hasn't responded yet. Anyway, spell NDA, Mr. Streamer. It's not an NDA. I mean, guys, it's not, bro. I got to play it in China too. It's no secret. I've gotten to play it. Okay. But like they got me playing it, right? And so it's difficult for me to play that and then come back and play the live version of the game on stream because I'm like, well, I only really, you drain your energy in like what, 30 minutes, and then you're done for the next like 2 days, 3 days, right? Bruh, show us. Well, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be respectful to like if they don't want me to show it on stream, then I'm not going to. But they, you know, it's part of the videos. Like I'm gonna add it to my China vlog videos. Like I want to be able to, since I was in Hexy. And this is part of the reason I was literally in like, the Gobi Desert in Hexy. Okay, that's where I was. Okay, so like I can put like side by sides of shots in the game and shots IRL, and I can't develop those videos unless I have shots from in game.
Weird.
So like really, I'm not really playing a whole lot of the bosses, guys. I'm really just using it for panning screenshots of the game so that I can show you guys stuff. So I'm really not doing a whole lot. I haven't fought any of the bosses or anything since they gave me the access there. But yeah.
Hear me out. Maintain character level cap or breakthrough stuff, but remove energy system and nerf the probability to get legend gears. Fair?
Chat.
No, yo, these people are so fucking like, dude. The gear isn't it's the inner ways. That's what you're spending stamina basically for, bro. The gear is so dude. The gear, okay, Matt, you have to have like decent gear, but the thing is, you're not min-maxing gear anyways, bro. Like my gear. I don't need to improve this gear literally at all. This is not my main weapon. It's this right here. This is all from like, dude, that's not why you're using energy basically for the inner way chest. That's the big thing from it. They would have to redesign everything, and he does not have a contract. He does not have a contract. Wait, I gotta be careful tonight. I think that's fine. Fuck, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not saying anything. I'm not gonna comment anything else like that because I'm like retarded. I don't know what I can and can't say. I think I can say I did sign a contract, so yeah. Yeah.
What if they dramatically decrease the ability to get endgame gear? It was just RNG, but they removed the energy system. You could do it as much as you wanted. You could do the sword trials, the dungeons, the bosses, all of it as much as you wanted, and continually get rewards no matter what. But the drop rates were much lower. Would you like that more?
Wait, I guess we just
since they gave me the access there, but yeah.
Hear me out. Maintain character level cap or breakthrough stuff, but remove energy system and nerf the probability to get legend gears. Fair?
Chat. What if they dramatically decrease the ability to get endgame gear? It was just RNG.
Dude, it does not matter about the fucking gear. Dude, he's just trying to create like a fucking grinding system. That's never going to happen in this type of game. And I wouldn't like that anyway. It's not about the fucking gear, man. The biggest thing from the energy is the inner way chest. They would have to redesign that. Why the fuck are we talking about the gear? And also, this is never going to happen because it's a Chinese game, first of all, by the way. It's not about the fucking gear, man.
But they removed the energy system. You could do it as much as you wanted. You could do the sword
Why are we
trials,
so
dungeons,
fixated on the fucking gear? The gear does not matter. Dude, you just have to have like remotely, like it has to be okay gear. The only thing about the gear that matters are the attunements, and you can re-roll those now. The gear does not matter. That's why the gearing system is so boring, because it does not matter. And also, okay, it's still annoying. You still want everyone wants min-max gear, but the reality is it's not actually worth like hyper fucking focusing or fixating the gear because it doesn't matter. You also replace it way too fast. Like the gear does not matter. And also, if you could grind it, that would be even worse because you're grinding for a gear that you replace so fucking fast. And no one's talking about this for some reason. You replace the gear way too fast in this game, in my opinion. 30 days, fucking 40 days has got to be way too fast, no? There's no MMO, I don't think there's no way I replace gear that fast in MMO, right? No way. It's months, I think, right? That you place gear in a MMO. In BDO, you upgrade it so you don't like really replace it. But again, wow, I swear your gear lasts months, no? Obviously, whenever you get like the best in slot gear, I'm pretty sure it lasts way longer than that. It's not about that, man. It's about the fucking interweight chests and other shit too.
All of it, as much as you want
just
to
interweight chests,
continually
really.
get rewards no matter what, but the drop rates were much lower. Would you like that?
But there are so many other things that go into it than just like, yeah, there's so many other things that go into it.
More. Would you like that more? In fact, I can literally just put it up on the...
It is crazy. There are people saying yes.
Right there.
This is such a retarded question. This is not...
Would you like it more if the gear was harder to get in terms of drop rate, but you could infinitely do all of the content?
I love how no one's bringing up that you replace gear way too fast. Yeah, I'm going to spend fucking 50 hours grinding out like even like all my pieces. Probably even more than that. There's no way. Actually, let's say I spend like double the time I spend to get my gear now. I spend double that to get like gear because it's higher, it's like lower drop rate. But then I replace it in the same amount of time. That would feel terrible. It just feels terrible. Like you replace gear way too fast in this game.
Always give you rewards. There's no energy. There's advantages and disadvantages to both.
Let's see if we talked about it.
Yeah, so there's a decent amount of people saying no, and there's some people saying yes, right? And it's kind of mixed. And I think that the advantages of doing it the way that we currently have it are that it's better for casual players that don't want to have to play all the time, right? They don't want the game to be an endless gear grind, right? The disadvantages is you retain a lot less players over time, like a lot less players.
And I'm gonna be honest too. I love how we're talking about this like our opinion matters at all. It does not. This is never, ever, 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 ever fucking ever going to get changed. It is a Chinese game. This is how Chinese games are designed. It's also mobile. This is never, ever, ever, ever going to get changed. They're not gonna make it. They might make it. They're probably gonna make it easier to get the gear that you want. Like they have maybe like gearing easier. That's what they'll do, which makes the game even fucking more boring like overall, because you just get what else are you grinding for at that point? Because your interweight chests are maxed out at that point too, right? Probably, or will be. It's like, dude, this is never going to get you. Our opinion does not matter at all, guys. We are global players. It does not matter at all. At all. They do not listen to our opinions. I promise you that. They act like they do, but they do not care.
Like there would be a lot more players playing the game right now if the drop rate for the gear was really low, but you could do it all the time. There'd be a lot more players playing the game.
Well,
right
the
now.
discussion is fine because it's never going to change. It doesn't matter. That's not even worth talking about it.
Again, you'd lose some of the casual players, right? Yeah, the no-lifers, yeah.
Wait.
So, yeah, it's
I got a Twitch comment. The game is just locking, and the good cosmetics are missing out so much to be made a game. You log in, do your inner chest, log off. Yes, PP only, which is not fun for everyone's lagging and clunky. Nilo, you're right, bro. Like that, and the PP is the end game. That's the issue. But like, you're 100% right. I agree with you.
It's back and forth, and I wanted to show, I like to show your guys' opinion on stuff. You failed your one job first when you went to China. No boob slider. I know. I'm sorry, guys. In fairness, I do respect the fact that they don't want to add a boob slider to the game. They want like the Chinese beauty of the game to be like, she just looks beautiful. You look at her face, she's just gorgeous, right? And that's how they want you to look at women. It's just
and I respect that. Like, there's nothing wrong. I'm gonna do it. I respect that. I don't care. I think it's okay.
Limitations. There is a limit of 550 energy, and you get 180 energy per day. If you do,
I respect the Chinese culture. I think Chinese culture is fucking sick. I like Chinese like history. I think it's fucking. I love Asian history, by the way. Like, I totally. I think it's fine. I actually do like Chinese culture. I like Chinese history too. I also like Chinese. I think Chinese people are fucking. I've never had a bad experience with a Chinese person ever. I've said this before, by the way. I've never had a bad experience with a Chinese person, literally ever. And because I've interacted with them on like League of Legends, because they do some scummy shit in League of Legends, but they are cool to talk to. They're also super fucking good at the game, by the way. Because they would come over to NA to play and boost and shit like that. Fucking win trading motherfuckers. But they were cool people. Like I had no issues with them. So I respect that too. I think it's who cares.
One sword trial boss and claim the triple reward, you are consuming 180 energy, and it takes only 5 minutes. That's literally the only thing you can do in a whole day with your energy, one run of sword trial. Heroes Realm doesn't require energy to claim rewards.
Literally, I can claim triple twice and already be done for the next like 4 days. That's what I'm doing right now, is I'll log in, do sword trial 2 times, get the level ups, do the breakthrough, whatever, and then I'll just log out. That's it. What's max level in the game right now? Is it like 85 right now?
Difficult to complete as well. So you would think that you should be able to farm it repeatedly, right? Wrong.
Yeah, it's 85, yeah. Yeah, I'm not there. I'm not 85 yet.
You can only do it once per week to claim the rewards.
And that does mean it takes a bit to get 85. I will say that. I'm not I mean, he probably should be 85. He's logging every day, but he could be like over. He might not be logging in every fucking day. Or like, I think he should be 80. I could be wrong. I think I spent a lot of pills. Honestly, he's probably right. Maybe even right now you're still at 85. You haven't spent like any of the pills they've given out for free through the mail.
What is even the point of having an endgame raid mode with 10 players if you can only do it once per week? It literally.
He does bring up a good point. I agree with him on this issue. I think that like the content is way too weakly gated. I think that you should be able to do the 10-man raid system at least 3 to 5 times a week if you want to. Like, I understand if you want to weekly gate it, sure, but like once, dude, let us do it like 3 to 5 times. That way, you know, like if some of our friends weren't there, they can still do it. Right?
Makes no sense to me. I don't enjoy PvP. It's not rewarding. I just want to do PvE content and progress my character. But guess what? I can do any of that more than 5 minutes per day because that's how long it takes me to consume all of my daily energy. What is even there to do in this game after you spend all of your daily energy? Pretty much nothing. Nothing besides.
This guy's exactly 100% right, by the way, about this. This is so fucking true.
All about
Obviously.
maintaining the energy cap like usual. Good for casual players that have jobs, and for the unemployed, still can grind gears past energy cap, but with way less probability legend gears.
I would do that too. You do a little of both. After you run out of energy, if you do it, you can collect the rewards, but the probability goes.
Once again, we are fixated on the like. I love how no one in his chat has fucking more than 2 brain cells. No one has brought up anything about inner ways. You're not grinding for gear, man. You grind for. I'm not gonna crash out of this. I'm gonna start fucking yelling. By the way, it's not about fucking gear. It's not about gear. How about we talk about inner way chest? That's what you're grinding for, not fucking gear, man. The gear is a side bonus. A side bonus, basically.
Down. So I think that's fine. That way, the casual players are happy, right? Casual players are super happy because they can still use their energy.
You know, I'm gonna say right now, but I'm actually kind of wrong. Actually, I think about it. Eventually, you only will be grinding for gear, I guess. But like, what's like the gear doesn't matter that it does not matter that much. I'm like, okay, I'm actually kind of wrong. I'm right now. Because of where we're at in global, but gear eventually will be the only thing you're grinding for. You know what? I'm actually wrong. I'm saying I think I'm half right, half wrong. Eventually, it will only be gear. So I'm actually my bad. I'm actually half right, half wrong. Because eventually in China, I mean, I think on China you still like some people. Okay, we're gonna be grinding for inner weight chests for probably a long time because you want more than one set because the conversion system kind of sucks balls, right? So like if I convert this to like a specific path inner way, I lose some, right? You do want another set, okay? Like right here. See, I've lost 80. You do want another set, but like you probably only really have one set. I could be wrong, kind of. Well, inner ways matter a lot in PvE too, bud. They matter a lot too for that. I think I'm half right, half wrong, but I still do think that inner ways are a big part of it for a long fucking time, right? Well, not a long time, because I mean, I guess that, like I said, they want you to play the game forever or for like a long ass period of fucking time. A year is not that long in a grand scheme of things, but it's like, I'm going to say I'm half right, half wrong on this. So I'm not sketching out over the gear thing, sure, but I don't think gear does not matter almost like that much at all, by the way.
And feel like their time is super efficient. But then the no-lifers are also happy because they can just endlessly do the content, but like, you know, the drop rate's like abysmally low, but like, you know, it's like a 1% or less drop rate on the legendary gear, but they can do it endlessly and they don't feel like their time is.
I think you're right. I think it is 8 or
like that.
Eight tier 6 is a year, yeah.
Really like that.
I don't
By
know.
the way, Umbrella users are versions.
I think I might be wrong. I think I'm half right, half wrong.
Game after you spend all of your daily energy.
Look at this shit. Look at this. What? Look at the health on the boss.
Nothing
what?
Besides, of course, social activities.
What is this
The
shit?
materials are already uncapped.
Cosmetic items. I understand that another
Dude, Umbrella mains, dude. Holy shit.
advantage of the energy system is to cater to casual players who don't have much time to play, but this is a problem that must be resolved in some other way. Why are you punishing dedicated players that want to play your game for many hours per day just to keep them at the same level as all other players?
Oh, and he doesn't even have. This is so gay. I'm just gonna.
Like, how about they let you grind for like cosmetics instead, like instead of gear? Because I even like if I'm like 50-50 wrong, I think in my opinion, I think like gear is not that big of a deal. I think they should have let you grind like cosmetics like that, like actually nice cosmetics. Like cosmetics are not ugly as fuck. How about that or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Which I think probably Paul like spoke about earlier in the video. Like let us grind for like something like that. I don't know, man. I don't know.
This is gay. This is gayer than my spear. This is.
Players that want
Look
to
at
play
this
for
shit.
many hours per
I had to jump over and like dodge and like do all this shit when the waves come over. He's just floating in the air. Look at this flamboyant so gay.
day just to keep them at the
So gay, dude.
same level
Holy
as all other
shit,
players.
dude.
How am I supposed
This is
to
rage bait content. It's literally a rage bait video.
get a sense of progression through gameplay if you are only letting me play 5 minutes per day.
Dude's
to upload
cosplaying
single
Mary
character.
Poppins.
My suggestion for the developers is to either remove the energy system completely, which is probably impossible at this point, or simply give us one single game mode where we can repeatedly farm for gear. Either way, no.
Why not let everything be farmable for gear? I like the suggestion from one of my in chat, like where you just do kind of both. Where like when you run out of energy, the drop rate on stuff goes like way the down. You can no life it. But,
I'm
you know,
okay
like,
with
whatever.
that. I think that's fine. I want to clarify. I'm okay with that. You know, like I'm sketching out the gear. I think that's sure. I think that's probably is okay.
Just allow us to claim unlimited
Maybe I
rewards
think
from
it's
it.
okay. Who
I think
cares?
it's both things. I think Sword Trials, Heroes Realm, all of this stuff should be doable. That way, if you don't want to deal with the queue, the 5-man system, and dealing with idiots that don't know how to like the mechanics on the boss, it's still okay.
This would also encourage players to spend more time in multiplayer content, which would be great. Personally, I don't care about the majority of the cosmetics items from the events. Why? Because they look pretty mediocre compared to the cosmetics in the store.
True.
What?
True.
What? What are we?
Bro, the cosmetics in the store cost $2,000.
Okay, so even if that is their monetization model, like I said with Riot Games, just for example, right, with the free skin they give out, also Riot Games gives out like a lot of free skins. This game, I mean, you can earn things like that. It's still, the skin looks fine. I mean, it's a nice skin. I would use them, right? The ranked reward skins that you get from like League of Legends. Even if those skins call it like we're not talking about like I think this looks basically a shit. Like obviously like it has a dragon shit too though, makes it look even more unique. They can still make the skins not look ugly as shit, bro. Like come on, bro. Come the fuck on. We're coping. They can make the skins not. I get that is the issue I guess with the cosmetic like monetization model is that I guess they really can't make shit look too good that you can earn from the game because like this is how they get better, right? Surely, I don't know. Surely.
What? I would hope that my spear looks better. I'm gonna be honest. Like what are we doing?
He's right.
What are we
about
doing?
that, sure, but
Of
they
course
make,
the cosmetics, the free-to-play
should
cosmetics are gonna look a little worse. I'm gonna be clear.
they should add more cosmetics and make the cosmetics less fucking ugly.
I actually think that a decent amount of the free-to-play cosmetics you get from the events and you get from just playing the game are actually better than the shit that you can buy in the store. For real.
That is
Like,
complete
not even
cap.
joking. I actually think that it is better than most of the shit you can buy in the store.
So that is complete cap, and he knows it. And also, I will say though that like a lot of the direct purchase cosmetics are better than the gacha cosmetics. By the way, I will say that. I don't think this right here is better than anything you can get from the store. Neither is this. Neither is this. Neither is this. I think these are all free. Yeah. Neither is this. That's pre-Greg Ward. That's like not like. That's fine. I was gonna keep my two. A lot of these cosmetics you can't die to. He's just like he's completely wrong. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Something like you can die this. I don't know. Can you die any of the free rewards? Wait, can you die anything that's free? Wait, you can't. Can you? Okay, so he's just wrong. Also, like you can't die anything that's free too. By the way. So come on, Blue. That's wrong. We know that's wrong. I'm looking at right now. Maybe they add something you can die in the future. I don't actually know. I don't know that by heart. Okay, even if I'm the cosmetics guy. Yeah, you can't die any of the free outfits. By the way, none, not a single one. Besides the pre-reg one, I think. Right, is what we saw. Yeah, the pre-reg one. Yeah, you can't die any of them. Versa Winter, you can die this. This is a winter event skin. This one's not terrible. Wait, this is free. I don't know. Is this free? I think this is. This one's not bad. This one's not bad. Is it like amazing? No, but it's not bad. I will say though, this outfit's free. This outfit's amazing. I will say this is a good outfit. Okay, so let's go. Okay, this is not a bad outfit. I think this is free. I think this is one of the best outfits in the entire game. I will agree with that. Wish you could die though. It's bullshit. And then I think the other like sect outfit, like this one, this is not a bad outfit. So I will say, I think these are two nice outfits. Like, they're okay. That's just two outfits, though. I mean, not bad.
With the notable exception of spending like the $400 to like $2,000 on the other shit, I'm still waiting for the Moblade skin to come out. I'm hoping that the Moblade skin doesn't come out for like the next month and a half at least, so that my bank account has time to recover. No shit. Literally no shit. Like,
I would rather just wait until I get a cool legendary costume and just wear a random one until then, than spend all of this time doing various boring activities to get some random cosmetics. This leads us to the next major issue, which is the cosmetic aspect and monetization.
this is an issue? The monetization of the game is an issue? This is like the selling point for a lot of players. This is like the primary selling point. I'm glad Where Winds Meet copied AOC when it comes to its monetization.
Bro, I'm gonna end my stream. I'm gonna come back up. I'm gonna play Guild Wars 2 while I listen to this, by the way. There's nothing else to do in this game. I'm gonna be back in like, I'll be back in like 30 seconds, okay? Be right back. I gotta end the stream. We're back. Alright, hold. I need to go piss really fucking bad. Wait, how did that work? Wait, it really works like that? Wait, I didn't know YouTube stream worked like that. What the, wait, I gotta make sure. Hold on, let me end my, hold up.